Question is, what is the age of accountability? We hear this sometimes, very often in Protestant churches, Pentecostal among them, and the pastor will say, when the child has reached the age of accountability, they may choose Christ. So what do we mean by that? Well, it comes back to our theology that a person, though enabled by grace, enabled by the Spirit of God, and are drawn to God, we must still exercise our free will, part of the image of God in us, to choose to serve Christ. And so the idea of an age of accountability is that there is some point in a child's development, and the Bible, this is not a biblical phrase, and the Bible doesn't teach this precisely in terms of age, but there is some point when a child recognizes that they too need a Savior, that they too need to walk with Christ, that they wish to be a disciple of Jesus Christ. And when they've come to that mental and emotional, spiritual awareness that they need Christ, then they become responsible for their soul. So the age of accountability simply says there's an age at which a person has matured to a place where they've now become accountable before God for their own choices and their own decisions. Prior to that age, we believe that God accepts everyone. They have not sinned willingly. They've not rejected Christ because they've not really been aware that they've needed to. But at a certain age, we all become aware that we are sinners. We become aware that we need a Savior. And it's after that point that God will look at us and He'll say, you've known you needed my Son. You've known that Christ calls you to be His disciple, but yet you've rejected and you've refused. So your eternity is now in your hands.